What's up, guys? What's going on? Happy Mondays. It's a crazy day in the market today. Crazy day. Testing. Alright, they got the mic working. Oh, man. Let me check something first. Be right back. What's up, Spendo? How you doing? Happy Mondays. I wonder how many people died today. It's a horrible day, man. Let's see. That's like market was wild. In cash, it was a buy the dip opportunity. To scalp spy, the volatility went nuts. It was indeed. How do you send an alert for Bitcoin on BTS? Just draw a support line and where you think it can hit, and then right click that support line to set an alert for it. Good afternoon, man. Survive. We survive. We all survive. Another day. Yeah, that's how you set an alert for it. You draw the trend line and then you right click it and you can create an alert for that trend line, I think. Or you could just right click and then put a price point that you want, and you can also set an alert too. Oh, you don't know the ticker? I think the ticker is /BTC. Just put /BTC and it will just give you the latest, like the most recent futures for it. All right, let's see what's going on in the market today. Tesla was up today out of nowhere. They've been getting some bad news. They had some bad news from China, semiconductor issues, and it dropped a lot and then they recover. MRMA also had a nice recovery today, 8% day. HUM, interesting move. TTWO. Take-Two Interactive, actually really interesting news today. They said they were looking to buy, let me close this. They said they were looking to buy this other company, Zynga, which is like a video game company that make like Facebook poker and all that stuff. I'm surprised Facebook has never bought them. That's kind of funny, man. But Take-Two Interactive is taking the opportunity to buy them up, because that could be a huge play into the metaverse. It could be a huge play into like mobile sector, cross-platform, so much things, man. Because Take-Two Interactive makes some pretty cool games. I think they're the one make the Grand Theft Auto game as well. So if they could like convert Grand Theft Auto to like a mobile version, and then convert it to like a metaverse version, oh, can you imagine? That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. But market didn't like it. They didn't react it too well because they thought that Take-Two Interactive overpay for the acquisition at 60% premium on Zynga. But I don't think they overpay. I think, in fact, they underpay, because I think that company is worth a lot more than like $10. So we'll see how that play out. It's an interesting play. I was contemplating about alerting something for it, but it's like super risky dicky, and I just felt like it was a bad day to alert a super risky dicky play as well. So there's that. Nike big drop, big gap down today as well. I think they have earnings coming out a little bit. A lot of things got smacked around today. A lot of consumer cynical company got smacked around, which makes sense because interest rate could possibly be going up. Tech seeing a dead cat bounce across the board. So we're seeing Facebook having a nice dead cat bounce off the bottom, Google, Apple, and Microsoft as well having that nice dead cat bounce from the bottom. So that was pretty good. Market overall was pretty wild today. Depending on what you pick, you could either pick the bottom, or you could just be end up back holding. Who knows, right? I do know one thing was good though. SGH, one of the stock that we're playing right now for the stock splits. As I mentioned previously, stock splits always extremely bullish, and it's been providing this extreme opportunity of under $62. So if anybody's been able to buy this under 62 and just sold it back at 65, you could have made dumb money just the last few days, just scalping it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Just buying it from 62 range, selling at 65, buy at 62, sell at 65. It's just been a gift, honestly, for those who are lucky enough. I just kept adding on the bottom. So every time it hits 62, I just add it and add it and add it and just pray, man. So we'll see how that works. What's up, RB Nickel? Hope everybody survived the day. Blood in the street. A wee bit this morning, eh? Good afternoon, Jimbo. Kind of want to buy Roblox for long haul. Buy Zynga. Buy Zynga for long haul. Let me see what earnings today. Do we even have anything interesting? Oh, we have three earnings that interesting this morning, so we'll probably go over those. After hours, nothing really good. Since I'm not able to invest in Metaverse directly. Yeah, there's some Metaverse ETF that's really cheap too. I think it's like Meta. I think it's only like $30. Pretty cheap. I got into SGH at $65. Oh my god, bro. I'm not even gonna question how you are able to get such a high price on it. I'm not even gonna question that today. I don't even know how you got it at $65, man. Oh my gosh. Let's check out the earnings. Hold on, I'm just messing some stuff around with the chart. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you averaged down on SGH today when it was like 61s. Are you expecting the market to go down again? Dead cat bounce on Wednesday. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I think best case scenario on the market. So that's a good question. I think the best case scenario. We're at a good resistance right now. If we can break above, like, I think we have potential to hit 470s. That's another resistance point, right, which is right here, right? This is kind of where we were last week, around that 470 area on ES. And I talked about this a little bit in the market outlook as well. I'm not sure if you had a chance to look at that. So ideally, I mean, maybe we'll get a move back to here. We could potentially chop in this range, maybe another back test, and then come back to all-time highs. Who knows? I think that's a possibility as well. So I think we're at a good point to take profit, anywhere from 466 to 470s. You got to be taking profit at that range, 466 to 470s. If you're not taking profit in that range, you're just praying, man. You're just praying that you got a bag from 480s at that point. If you're not taking profit from that range. What are you trying to play on the expectation? I like it, man. You're like a full low kind of guy. Either you all in XXC or you all in and fail. LILMNR. Lemonnier. What does this company even do? Agriculture company? The company's operating segment includes fresh lemons, lemon packing, avocados. What? Dude, there's actually a company in the stock market that... And how long has this company been around? No. This company's been around since last year? How have I never heard of this company? There's literally a lemon company in the market, LMNR. Has anybody ever wanted to invest in lemons? Wow. I wonder if this company got in through a SPAC merger. That's weird. I never knew there was just a lemon company, man. Who would want to invest in lemons? Do they even make money? The only people investing in that company is the only people investing in this company is the people that works there, I bet. So the COVID-19 continued to affect the company's food service, business and industry logistics on a global basis. The company believes it will experience improving results in fiscal year 2022 compared to fiscal year 2021 due to stronger position in retail food clubs, groceries, and growing broker fruit revenues. As food service and export markets recover, the company expects lemon price increase in fiscal year 2022 compared to fiscal year 2021. The company expects fresh lemon volumes to be in the range of 4.5 million to 5.0 million cartons for fiscal year 22. Avocado volumes are expected to be in the range of 5 to 6 million pounds for fiscal 2022. The company expects to receive $80 million from harvest at Leminar during the next fiscal 5 years, beginning 2022. I feel like this is like a merger deal that I didn't catch. I highly doubt that this has been a company that's been around for a long time. It's got to be a merger deal at some point. So they're still operating a loss, but they're having some good sales. 12% increase in sales right now compared to last year for Q4, and 33% increase. Use a lemon a day. If the algo doesn't work when you're doing the trial, you need to restart the computer and refresh the chart. Lemon futures, please. Oh man. Oh snap. Is this Bark company about to finally reverse? This is the next Chewy? Is this the next Chewy? Hey, what's up? We just looked over SPY for a little bit, I think like 5 minutes ago. But I'll take a look again. Let me go back to this morning's, let me look over this morning's earnings report and then we'll take a look at some charts. What do we got this morning? Because I know this morning we have Tilray that reported. There's a lot of things that came out this morning, so I wanted to check it out. I didn't have a chance to go through it earlier today. So AZZ reported this morning. This is a company that does metal coatings and stuff. I think they're related to the paint industries. They had a pretty good earnings, 6.2% increase compared to last year's, 2.5% increase in revenues. Last year, the company was trading around $50, so pretty in line with the current price. But they missed the estimate though. Guidance, full year guidance for 22 is a little bit on the lower side. And possibly earnings per share could be in line, but they're not sure yet. Let me pull up the earnings, see if there's anything interesting in there. It says strong year-over-year financials, metal coating segment up 15%, infrastructure segment down. Bought about almost $30 million of stock shares for the year. They just acquired this other company called Steel Creek. They're probably not going to have any more money for stock buybacks at this point because they just picked up some other company. Honestly surprised the company hasn't moved much further. Nothing much there. Guidance wasn't too crazy. REGN also reported their early results. They said net product sales of their it's the COVID stuff, is 5.82 billion for full year 21. Sees the preliminary US net product sales of Eylea injection of 5.79 for full year 21. Holding a conference today. Do we have a strong move on this today? We did have a strong move on this. Didn't even drop today. Holy smokes. So it seems like the sales are doing really good, but it's hard to say because we don't really have the data to compare with. Lululemon came out with their guidance today for Q4. It says the sales, they expect sales to be toward the low end of his range of 2.12 to 2.16 billion, as opposed to 2.17. In other words, they don't think they're gonna beat the revenue for the estimate coming up. Adjusted EPS to be toward the low end of his range of 3.25 to 3.32. So they don't think they're gonna beat EPS as well. So it looks like this is gonna be a bad quarter for them. So they said the Omicron variant is causing capacity constraint, limited staff availability, reducing operating hours. A lot of companies having this issue right now. Hey, what's up, Earl? How you doing? Wow, Intel up 5% after hour? What did they do? Wow. So some guy left and some lady took over. Stock reacted bullishly to it. Oh no. So they just took the CFO from MU. Oh no. Sounds about right. Intel is gonna get that curse of MU where every earnings it just like goes nowhere. Oh no. This is the end for Intel. Oh my god, Kip. Always bet on the underdog, man. I mean, think about it like this, right? Imagine like you have like two star player. You have a kid that's coming out of college. Like you have a basketball player that's coming out of college, and he's like the next big star, right? Let's say like Kobe and MJ, right? So you have an opportunity to invest in MJ when he's at the peak, best of the best, ever, or you have an opportunity to invest in Kobe. What you're gonna do, man? You're gonna invest in the guy that's already peaking, or you're gonna invest in the guy that has opportunity to grow. Always try to invest in the underdog, man. Ah. Played yourself. My man said MJ. This rip is gonna be short-lived. Let's see what else came up with news today. Tilly also reported some preliminary sales. They said the full year 21 holiday period net sales of 173 is supposed to 148. Year over year Q4 margins expect to be weaker, and guidance expect to be weaker, but they thought that the sales period was really strong. Whoa. Yeah, no, definitely got a big pump today. Had to. So I missed this one. So BMY said the accelerated share buybacks sees full year 21 sales of 47 billion as opposed to 47.75. Guidance is like in a wide range, give or take, either gonna do good or not good. Share buyback of 5 billion, market cap is 139. It's 3%, not that much. Meh. I've been hearing about figs a lot. It's really popular. So figs is estimating to see a good sales quarter. They think 2025 they're gonna hit like $1 billion. Really, really bold. So it looks like it's coming off a double bottom there for figs. You gotta, man. You gotta, man. I mean, come on, bro. America. Built back better. Come on. They're literally giving Intel money to build more More factories. How could you not invest in that? How could you? Called yourself an American. I can't believe you, Kemp. BurgerFi International sees full year 22 sales at 180 to 190 million, as opposed to 210. Not looking so good. So they think full year 22 is not even gonna be not gonna be a recovery year for them. So the stock continues to drop, continues to go downtown at 580 right now. Oh, there's Tilray. I was looking for this baby. So Tilray reported this morning it carried the whole cannabis sector. Let's see what they said. They said reported profitable second quarter fiscal year 2022 financial results. Net revenue increased 20% to 155 million from the prior year quarter. Net income improved 95 million to 6 million from the prior year quarter. Adjusted EBITDA 13.8 mil, 11 consecutive quarter positive. They said they achieved a 70 million cost synergy and on track to exceed the original plan of 80 million ahead of schedule and to generate additional 20 million of synergy in fiscal 2023. They said they are apparently the leading medical cannabis company in Europe with 20% market share in Germany, apparently. They also announced a new parent name, Tilray Brand Inc. So they finally turned profitability, man. Net income increased to 6 million from a net loss of 89 million. So last year they were taking L's. This year they're taking dubs. Revenue increased 20%. They said they have the number one market share in Canada, apparently. So they also have some more acquisitions. They picked up Sweetwater, got some craft beer company. They got some distillery. Bunch of stuff. They're doing their thing. They said a powerful growth market worth potentially 1 billion for the company and is backed by 2 state-of-the-art facilities. I mean, how much money are they making right now? I mean, they're making 155 million. Just imagine they can hit $1 billion in the next few years. So your Tilray bag. Did you at least sell calls and get a sign? That's good. Hey, maybe you can buy something new. Buy like CRON or like CGC. Yeah, it was ugly. Turning a new leaf. I actually sold some of my cannabis stock as well at the end of the year to offset the profit, and then I actually picked up more cannabis just the other day. because I'll tell you why too. I think I might have talked about it here. Just because it was like a super double bottom, and like how could you miss super double bottoms, right? You know, just like CGC coming back to like this super support area. You know, like how could you miss that? Like how could you not load up? And then Kron is doing the same thing at like the super support area as well. You know, so like how could we not load up? How could we not load up? I don't have to show you Tilray. Same thing at that super support area. So big head and shoulder setup, coming back down. I mean, obviously, this might not be the bottom, or this could be the bottom. I know it's oversold, extremely oversold on the weekly, extremely oversold across the board. I mean, could it come back down to like pennies? Probably. Probably. Could it come back down to $1? Probably. But you know what? I'll still be adding. Someday, I believe, it will probably have another run. And I want to be on that train. I want to be on that train when it runs again from like $1 all the way to like $10. I believe. I mean, it's so cheap. I didn't mind anyways. I'll just backhold forever. Who cares? If I got a backhold for 10 years, I backhold for 10 years. Hey, you can always do the wheel again on it, Spindle. Are you saying wheel is useless? Is a fool's game? So Express Spa sees Q4 sales at least 27 million as opposed to 20 mil estimate. Sees full year 21 sales at least 71 mil as opposed to 64 mil. So they're expecting to have a good year. Extremely pleased with our record revenue results. Thankful to our team. We generated our highest ever quarter revenue of at least 27 million for the full year. We generated our highest ever annual revenue of 71 mil. They're just having a great quarter this year, man. Holy smokes. I'm just surprised they're not going up higher. They said they opened their first treat location in JFK Terminal 4 as well. Doing a lot of big things. Oh, they're also doing some share repurchase as well. Long-term revenue target of 500 million by 2025. Wow. I like that. They look like they're getting pretty serious about that. If they can hit 500 million by 2025, that would make this company extremely undervalued. I mean, look, the company is trading at, the company's market cap is around 198 million. If they have the potential to like target the revenue of 500 million, that would be trading at less than 1 times price to sale ratio, right? This price to sale would be almost negative. It'd be in less than 1. So that's potentially a big move for them. I'm surprised the stock is not running that much. But I loaded up some shares a while back. I picked up like dollar calls on it. I fully expect to see one of these crazy runs to like $3 to $8 at some point or another, just because of how they're following through with their long-term scalability and stuff. I just sell occasionally call credit spreads or 2 on UVXY. Some people make it work if you have enough capital not to wheel shitty stocks. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's why I always try to tell you before, just to do spreads. Like, if you think you could like sell puts on something, and you think it's not gonna go under a certain price, just sell the spread of it. You know, like why would you put the full capital to sell a put? You know, when your account is like not at 100K, right? Like, for people to sell like single puts, like just straight up puts, and they want low risk, you know, like your account should be over 100K. Like, I feel like anybody that's doing wheel when your account is like under 100K is just kind of like like preventing yourself from making huge amount of money. You could be doing spreads with the same strategy. Like for example, you know, like if you want to sell like a $3 put on Cron because you don't think Cron is gonna go under $3, you could just be selling $3.50 to $3 or whatever, you know, some random thing like that. And you only have to put in like, you know, the collateral of 0.50 or whatever the difference, as opposed to put in like the whole $3 capital. So that's why I never understood why like people just like want to do that. PPG almost ready, young Bo. Oh yeah, Fubo TV also had a really good news today. Did it move? I think it did move a little bit today. It moved pre-market, came back down really hard, set up a double bottom at 1280s. So if anybody caught that double bottom, that was a really good trade setup. Coming back for another dollar move there almost. Yeah, pretty much a dollar move. Let me see what the news was. I remember reading a little bit about it this morning. They said they announced the preliminary 4th quarter results, including revenue and subscriber growth, expect to exceed prior guidance. So, so apparently they're doing really well. They said total revenue is between 215 to 220 million, an increase of 105 to 109% year over year. Prior guidance was 205 to 210 for the quarter, so they're killing the prior guidance. And they said the full year 21 revenue is expected to be between 622 to 627, increase of 130 to 140% year over year. Prior guidance was 612 to 617. 4th quarter advertising revenue is expected to increase over 25 million, 90% year over year. So doing really good. Pay subscriber at the end of the year are expected to exceed 1 million, an increase of more than 100% year over year. So a lot of good stuff, man, across the board. SAC, subscribers acquisition cost, expected to be at the low end of the company target. Subscriber returns expected to increase. So a lot of good things, man. A lot of good things that came out this morning about the company. So that's why they had that nice pre-market pop. But then obviously the whole stock market came down. The whole stock market came crashing down. So, you know, like I said before, the stock market is like the weather. The S&P 500 is like the weather. And if you know, if the weather in your area is like a tornado or a hurricane and is blowing everything down its path, you know, you best bet everything's gonna get turned around, right? Most likely. Everything's most of the stuff are gonna get picked up in the hurricane, is gonna get turned around. So, but this could be an interesting reversal. With that really good earnings, they probably have earnings coming up. Oh, earnings not until, wait, hold up. Earnings definitely coming up soon. They haven't confirmed the date yet. I think the earnings is gonna come in like March or February. So that could be an interesting move for them. What were they trading a year ago? $26. 2 years ago, the company was trading $8-9. So they've been doing good. They're under this double bottom area. So maybe $9. Let me set an alert for $9. I don't know if we'll hit $9, but hey, can't hurt to pick some up at $9. Kip's favorite stock. It might be an interesting stock to day trade for the next few days as well. What's up, Mass Appeal? Was looking at HOLX COVID play on the swing trade system. Never quite got the perfect setup, but started to move today. Thoughts? Great question. Let's take a look. HOLX. What does this company do? So Sunday they said they announced the preliminary revenue, really good money, solid growth. They think 2022 is going to be a really good year for them. Oh snap, almost close to by accident. Looks like they do a bunch of things. Not really sure what they do, man. A year ago, the company was trading around $80. 2 years ago, the all-time high was around, before COVID, was around 55-ish. So let's look at the weekly chart too. Let's look at the weekly chart first. See if we can find some support lines and whatnot. So maybe like a possible trend line like this. So we can kind of possibly play a possible trend line here, here, right? Maybe here. That kind of align with that area too. So that's on the weekly chart right now. So I usually always pull up the weekly first just to look for trend lines, supports, major areas. I could also, sit here and draw this other major support area right here as well. So sometimes you want to do that on the weekly just to find the ranges. And then we move over to the daily, look for reversal. So daily, we also have another support over here in this range on the daily. So you could kind of also say like this is a demand zone right here in this range, in this whole range here. If you're not sure, like if you're doing a long-term play, 70 and 68 could be a nice demand zone. We got the signal, the buy signal over here today, to the upside. We got it on the half-day chart as well. On the 195-minute chart, we have that also. So first target on the swing system would be at $74. It's already at 72. So usually you probably want to look for, the reversal. So you want to look at it in the half-day chart. So on the half-day chart, you got the buy signal already over here. You have somewhat of a support between here and here, and moving up above this line. This was probably a buy area here in this candle. So a nice double bottom setup as well on the smaller time frame, right? So back to the daily. So I would say the first target would probably be 74 on the half-day chart. The second target would probably be around 74.60s, maybe 75s. And then we probably want to find another trend line resistance over here. So you got the trend line resistance here, here, and here. So we come back possibly somewhere around 77s. So those are some trend line we just drew from looking at the weekly, the daily, intraday, and finding the range from there. So you just need a confirmation on the half-day chart to go long with the money buy signal, and then if you want an extra confirmation, you look for on the daily as well to swing it to the upside. Of course, this is also part of the Nasdaq. So if you think the market's going to recover, if you think Nasdaq's going to recover, this is also a possibly good long as well, because this fits the criteria perfectly almost, because we're looking for extreme oversold to buy the dip for the system, right? We're looking for extreme oversold, and this is something that's hitting extreme oversold. So good stuff. I hope that helps. It's that HOLX. Let me catch up on the comments. RVP possibly reviving, signal on the half-day chart. Let's take a look. RVP. So RVP was something that extremely oversold as well on the weekly chart, waiting for the reversal. Huge moves, almost a head and shoulder setup over here, with the possible shoulder coming around $5 and another shoulder at $1.76. I don't think you'll ever hit $1.76 unless they get a short report and there's a big scandal. If they get a short report that says, oh, this company doesn't make money, this company is like completely fake and trash, then it would come down to this $1.70. But I know for a fact, fundamentally, this stock is valued like somewhere around $9. So there's no way it will come down to $1.70. If it does, that's probably going to be the best buying opportunity ever. So looking at the daily chart, I see a short-term support over here. We have some resistance over here as well, 730s. No real support in this range. This range is all iffy range right now. 1 day chart, RSI is still pretty high. Half-day chart, getting a buy signal, which means we could see a short-term bounce. Short-term bounce, we can get a move to like $6.60 to $7. So $6.60 to $7, that's still a good scalp, 40 cents move, like from here to there, here to there. So the blue line has been area of magnet for a while. It's been trying to touch that blue line for a lot. So we could expect it to come back to the blue line over there, the first moving average at 687 as well. So you can scalp 660 to 687. This could also be a possibly COVID play as well. So it's good. It's definitely a good scalp on the intraday for like a day trade or like a 1 to 2 day swing, short swing. Why not? So that's the RVP. All right, let's go over SPY real quick. So if we're going over SPY, in the 48-minute chart if we're looking at what it could possibly do for tomorrow. We talked a little bit about this before. We also posted the market outlook as well, looking for where SPY could possibly go. I think we're gonna see some huge resistance over here at 469, 4690 on /ES, which is almost equivalent to like 468-ish on SPY. So you can see the price difference here. 466 is 465, so it's $1 behind, right? So if we hit this area at 469, then SPY will be at 468. So I think we can kind of come back here, chop a little bit. If we can break above it, extremely bullish to 475. If we don't break above it, I think we're probably gonna come back down, and maybe we'll set up a double bottom later this week. So in other words, like, if I were to play this, I probably look to take profit as we get close to 468 and 469 tomorrow. So obviously today was a huge long opportunity at the 457 range. So right here. So that was a huge long opportunity. If you guys had a chance to take it, that's great. If you didn't, oh well, gotta wait, and see at this point. So far the trend line has been able to stay intact. So if we come back again on Wednesday and we touch the bottom of the trend line, I think that would be another great opportunity. I don't know if it's going to happen on Wednesday or if it's going to happen on Friday. I wouldn't short it though, because you never know what direction it's going to go. And I just hate shorting it. So that's kind of SPY direction. Hope that helps. Let's see. Entry for Microsoft. I mean, Microsoft is a long-term play. If we're doing entry, depending on whether you're doing shares or options, if you're doing share on Microsoft, this would be the entry right here. This would be the entry in here. 304 coming off this resistance right here. If you're doing options, probably a good area to nibble some entry a month away from here, because so far, Microsoft has been holding that yellow moving average so far, right? So they're here. So if you go a month out, you'll probably be good. Looking to move that to all-time highs. Alternatively, your next area, if it breaks that, if it doesn't reclaim the moving average there, your next area is over here. Your next area is over here for entry at 289s, probably. So probably 289s next if you're not getting the entry right here. Thoughts on BKNG? I don't know, man. Hard to be bullish on BKNG. I mean, you have a nice double bottom setup. We had a nice move, all the way to the top. I would say if 2350s doesn't hold, if 2350 ends up being a good area of support, you'll see a bounce. If it doesn't, expect to come back down again. I think a lot of travel sector has the potential to come back down. So I think for the next 2 months, I'm bearish on the travel sector. I can't find a bullish case for it. I just can't, man. I mean, COVID cases going up all-time high. I just don't see the opportunity for the travel sector to be making a lot of money. If you were to play as a counter spread with a 75 and sell the 80s, that's a good way. What was that? What was that ticker again? Mass appeal. HOLX. I don't know. Is the liquidity good enough? What's liquidity looking like? How much premium is on that? 90 cents premium, $3 premium. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Well, I mean, checking the premium is just checking the volume, you know, see how much volume it is. And sometimes you can see the spread, if the spread is like really wide, like over 10 or not. So like this tells you over here is low volume, only three so. So you might not even get filled barely. I mean, I also feel like we're at such a range in the market where it's gonna move. It's gonna move quick. So you might even want to just do a bull call spread, you know? Like, what's the target? Where do we think it was gonna go to? If we think it's gonna move, we think it's gonna move to 74 or 78, right? If we think it's gonna move to 74 to 78, you could just do 70 to 75. Nah, it's too expensive. It's tricky, man. It's not it's not that great. I guess the other play would be to take 75 and sell the 80 for February. This way you have a lot of time. And if it recovers, it'll probably recover past 75s, you know? Like if that's a good COVID play. But it depends. Like it's a tricky play. I rather like if you want to make a COVID play, look at the other one that we have. I think it's QDEL. I posted the other play in the watch list. If you haven't checked the watch list this morning, has a potential setup for a bigger move. You know, 127s right now could come back to 140s. Today was the perfect entry this morning. Friday was a perfect entry as well. I already have an entry in this. I think I talked about it before. So this is my entry. I'm looking for the big move up there to 145 to 150s. I think if they have good earnings, they'll probably move there. But you can make up different plays too for it. Yeah, if you want to go in and out really quick, buying shares is also a good way. You can also buy shares by doing alternative plays. Like let me show you how to buy shares. So let's say you want to make the in and out move really quick, right? And you want to pick up 100 shares, but you don't have $7,500, right? So here's what you do. If you don't have that kind of money, just go to $60, right? Just go to the $60 strike or the $65 strike. So if you go to the $65 strike, you could pick it up at around 860s. So 65 plus 860s, right? So 73.60, you're paying about 20 cents premium, but you're paying 70, like you're paying about like 20 cents premium, but you're paying significantly less. You're only paying $860 for the contract as opposed to buying the full share at the current price of like 7,344 or more. Yeah, 7,344 minus 860. So you're saving about 6,484 on the premium. So that's one way to play it if you're looking to play straight shares for that $2 move without paying excessive premium. You're paying in the money. Rblx. I posted a chart on Rblx already, I think, this morning. Posted a chart on Rblx in the earnings channel. We're at the trend line here. I said it before. If we're at this area, great area to average down. Take a position, buy the dip. I still think so. I still think this is a great area to buy the dip. I'm not gonna, I wouldn't think otherwise unless we lose like unless we lose 77, unless we go under 77, which is right here, right? Unless we go under that, I still think it's a good area to buy the freaking dip on the Rblx. Like, unless market disappears and we don't bounce, I think it's a huge buying opportunity. I said it this morning. I'm saying it now. I don't see why not. We got the money. Got the MM signal as well. Let me catch up in the comments, man. If day trading today, what would have told you to take calls at a bounce of 457? Well, I mean, 457 was a long-term support for me, so I knew that was a big support there. I said in a group chat as well, you know, that 457 was, I mean, 467 or 460. Was it 457? 457 was a good buying area. So you can kind of draw the trend line here as well. It's extremely oversold, and anytime the market gets extremely oversold, there's always going to be a dead cat bounce, a small bounce. So you could always essentially bet on that for a quick baby bounce. It's not always going to make a big bounce like that, but it's most likely to always going to make a baby bounce on these trend line supports, which also, you know, kind of in line with the long-term supports as well on ES and SPY. I think I said it in market outlooks too, man. So it's something I was already expecting. Let me check my Twitter. Let me see what I said. Let me see if I called out that level. I'm just like lying to myself. I mean, if you were trading today, I said that, you know, we go either direction from here. So we posted this last night, 14 hours ago. We could climb. If we climb above 471, we're bullish. Otherwise, next support is at 457s. So, you know, 457. It's just a support line, man. It would be shares. I noticed on the 150 support. I was looking at 307-ish. It's not whether I think it will crack the resistance or support. It's and by the way, anytime the candle is above the stock, that means the line below it is the support. So whether I think it will crack the support or not doesn't matter. Is like we're playing it like a binary. You know, there's two ways that it could happen. It's either gonna, if it breaks a level, the next level is gonna go is the level under it. So it's just about understanding the concept that if one thing happens, the other thing is gonna happen, right? If we're at the row, we go to row B, you know, row B can lead us to this and that. If we go to row A, it can lead us to this and that. So the same concept that we're talking about here on SPY, you know, like earlier today in the market outlook, like SPY was at, you know, like let's say if we were looking at SPY at 464 on Friday, right? If we're looking at SPY at 464 or whatever on Friday, if we broke below that area, right, then if we broke below 464, next area was going to be 457, you know. So you just play according to the level and the support levels. And then if we, you know, if we broke below 457 or 455, next level is like 430s, right? 15 point down, and so on. But if we bounce if we bounce at 457, we'll likely come back to 464, you know, which is already where we're at right now. So you see how these level works. If A happens, you know, if you go to row A, you know, this and that will happen. If you go to row B, this and that will happen. So you have to look at trading like that. You have to, nothing is certain for sure. You don't think exactly what's going to happen. Nothing is absolute. Nothing is ever absolute. It's always about, if A happens, B will follow. If B happens, you know, C and D will follow, and so on. You have to like understand that and always think of trading like that. It's just how it works, man. It's just very simple, like quantitative reasoning, man. It's just like super simple. It's just like just gotta think of it like different path, man. Like it's like if you're playing chess or checker, whatever. That's the market. Always playing against the market. BENE. Oh man, what is BENE? No, this is a SPAC, man. I can't. There's nothing to chart on this. It's a special acquisition stock. The chart is all wacky. It's either gonna run up, or it's gonna run down. There's nothing much from that. What's up, Dreamers Weekend Studios? How you doing? Been good. Today was a little bit rocky. You know, midday we were shook. We were like sitting on our hands. Bought some dips, and you know, everybody was like, "Oh shit, we dead. You know. And then at the end of the day, we pumped. We were like, "Yeah, hope you bought the freaking dip, you bozo." But you know, obviously, it was a crazy day. It was a good day. Do you think Nasdaq will fall, bounce, or bullish? I think Nasdaq. I think whatever Nasdaq decides to do is gonna be based on that SPY direction. So I'm sure you were here when I just looked over SPY. So whatever that happens, Nasdaq is gonna follow. So I hope that helps, man. Very nice. So the Qs, I thought we were gonna see a short-term bounce to 389s. I don't know if we had it or not yet. I wasn't really looking at the Qs today. But actually, I think I didn't anticipate the Qs breaking down that far. So I think the Qs are actually hitting the first resistance now. Instead of that 389 resistance, we're hitting the 379 resistance on the Qs. Thank you, man. Glad I could help. Yes, sir. All about the profitabilities. Oh no, you has been mean to you? Oh no. Oh no. It's not that bad, dude. You're okay, man. I mean, you had a huge opportunity to sell here. I know you're smart enough to sell there. Probably bought it over here, but it just ended up dying a little bit more. Watch out, man. Watch out for these tickers because because there's a lot of rotation leaving the tech sector. So a lot of people that saw techs ran up like 300, 400% last year. Those tech stocks that ran up 340, 400%, ooh, you better watch out, man. Especially Unity. I talked about this every single earnings report we had looked through. They just don't have this kind of growth to justify the stock going 2x from $70. They haven't had that kind of growth. Like, the company is good. They've been having good growth. They have potential, but they just don't have enough growth to justify 2x from like $70. So anytime they were over $140, I thought they were extremely like overvalued. But I mean, might be some opportunities here and there. Just watch out. Denzel This shit is chestnut checkers, son. I mean, I wouldn't play Bene unless I know what they're doing. You know, like unless I know what they're acquiring, I wouldn't play it. It's something that you gotta like, you know, figure out from that perspective. I have no clue what they're gonna play. Oh, Dave, what is this? Is Dave famous Dave? Is this like the restaurant company? Yeah, it is. I used to order like I used to order from that place like yearly, I think. Hmm? Wait, is it famous Dave? It is, right? Oh wait, no it's not. No it's not. It used to be. So from 2019 that was it, but the new company is something else, I think. Some banking app that is like to financial and things like that. They just had a special acquisition. They dropped a lot. The merger just completed and it pooped. It's natural. This happened a lot. Most of these SPAC plays, they usually die. So just be careful with them. That's why I don't really play special acquisition stock as much anymore. Just because a lot of them, like, you know, they just open and die a lot of times. This is a common theme. You can go look at a list of 100 special acquisition stocks that has completed their merger. And I guarantee you, once they completed the merger, they go from $10 down to like 750. Like, bloop. So many good buys today, indeed. I actually posted a bunch of stuff today on Swing Channel that had a really good setups. I don't know if you guys had a chance to take a look at that. I posted an option swing and stock swings as well. So there was a lot of charts that I thought was on the bullish side and the bearish side, played it both perspectives. So if you guys are bored, go take a look at that. If it pumps to $100, I mean, hey, worth a shot, bro. Worth a shot. Why not? If you like it, if you work for the company, you know that the company has potential to go to like $100 someday. Buy the warrants. You know, buy the how much is the warrants? So buy these. It doesn't show how much they are right now. They're probably pennies, man. So type in the ticker and then add the W at the end. So the warrants are 68 cents. If it goes over $10, you exercise them and you get shares. Easy money. I mean, unless I know what they're gonna acquire, or if I'm really bullish on what they're acquiring, I wouldn't play it. I don't see why. I'd rather use my money to play like easy stuff. Like today, we played KIRK for a 5% move, and that was a good scalp. You know, something I'm certain about. Like I said before, I don't know if I mentor you before, but anytime you get into a play, always make sure you have a reason. If you don't have a reason to get into that play, why are you playing it? What's the point? You know, always have a reason to do something. And many times you get into a trade, reinforce that reason with you know, with the plan. You know where you're gonna exit at, know where your stop loss is at based on your entry. So like something like this today, you know, super simple, super easy. Like if you're getting into like, you know, like for example, we play Kirk, right? Why did I get into this play? I'll tell you exactly why. I got into this Kirk play because a few days ago, I read fundamentally bullish news on them, right? So I'll pull up, see if we can find it here. So January 6th, the company reported Q4 earnings. Really good outlook. Holiday sales dipped 6%, but overall really good, like really good sales. And then on top of that, they did a $30 million share repurchase, right? So $30 million on the market cap of that stock is like 14% when I did the math, right? So let's say the stock was trading at Stock is trading at like 200 million or 203 million right now, right? 203 million. 30 million buyback, right? So 30 divided by 203, that's about 14.7%. So if the stock was trading around like $15 when they said that, times 1.147, that easily puts the stock around 1720s, right? Just on fundamental value alone. So obviously when it came back down to that trend line support over here, I bought the dip, easy money. So over here, over here, over here. So we scalped it the other day from here to here. We took it again today. We took the trade again today from 1515 to 1580 for a 5% trade. Easy money. Almost can't lose. So always have a reason to go in and make sure your reason is good. And then have the plan. Have the plan, Know where your price target is, know where your stop loss is, and just respect it. What do you think about Apple? I think Apple would bounce if the whole market bounces. So we talked a little bit about SPY and Nasdaq earlier. If you missed that, just go back to the video in a little bit. I don't necessarily have the 200, but hey, if we're seeing confluence, that's it. It's okay, man. You make it back. 20K is nothing. Square, extremely oversold. It's gotta bounce soon. Well, but I think Square is also a little bit based on where Bitcoin is gonna close this quarter. If Bitcoin closes pretty bullish, Square is probably gonna do well. The other thing is we have a lot of banks reporting this this Friday, so I think that could carry the whole financial sector up if they have really good numbers. But the last few quarters, the bank has been reporting and dying, so we'll see. Yeah, be careful of those SPACs, man. Dangerous. Haha, sexy, man. Can't decide if I should buy Roblox or Meta. Buy Zanga. Buy Zanga. It's so cheap and undervalued right now. Actually, let me go over this real quick. I'm gonna show you guys why I think it's cheap and undervalued. I'm gonna do some math because it's really complicated. All right. So this morning, they announced TTWO announced acquisition of Zanga. Right? Zanga. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but let's hope that is. So they said that Zanga stockholders will receive $3.50 in cash and $6.30 in shares of Take-Two Interactive, right? Now that deal is actually based on a collar mechanism, which means if the stock, stays within this 20-day volume-weighted average, right, of 156 to 181, the equity would be around 636. If it goes lower than the average, right, if it falls below the average of 156, then the exchange ratio would be 0.060406 as opposed to 0.0350. So you get 0.005 more shares of TTWO as opposed to, if it's like whether it's over or under that price, right? So let's look at TTWO real quick. Remember these two numbers, $3.50 and 0406. We're going to keep these two numbers in mind, 350 and 0406. It's not a magic trick. All right, so we're looking at TTWO. We're going to look for major support and resistance, right? So Next major support is around 130 and 64. If it should go there, right now it's trading at 144. So 100, let's say it goes to 130, right, times 0.04 0406, something like that. So that would be equivalent to $5.28. So if you were holding one share of Zenka, you would get $5.28, right? Or $5.27.8. And then you add the $3.50 in cash of what they're gonna give you, right? That would put it at a minimum of $8.77, right? So that would put it at the minimum of $8.77. And you just look at it, what price is trading right now. It's trading at $8.44. So fundamentally, it's trading at less, at a significant discount compared to the price that of this stock right now. So even if this stock falls down to $130, this would be the value. So we're not even talking about the stock at 144. We're talking about this stock coming down to 130 at the next support. So that's how cheap it is. And that's the company that is like potentially getting into the metaverse. Is potentially, the reason I was actually already bullish on the Zynga company was because they hire blockchain developers like a month or two ago. So I started selling puts on it, hoping to get a sign. So I would even sell 50 cents or $1 over on the puts just to make sure I get a sign. Making big moves, baby. Big moves, man. So I think that's a huge opportunity there. I think you can even sell the, like for example, today I got so lucky. I sold the $850 put for like 2 weeks out, and I set an order to sell it at 50 cents premium. So technically my break even is at $8. So that means I can even take this stock down to $1. But the other key thing, the even crazier thing about this is not just the value that you can get from getting the shares at 0.06. The other crazy thing is, let me tell you this. This is the super crazy thing about this deal. So if you don't mind owning part of Take-Two, you want to buy Zynga. So the other crazier part about this is that the merger agreement provides for a go shop provision under which Zynga and its board of directors may actively solicitate, receive, evaluate, and potentially enter negotiations with parties that offers alternative proposals during a 45-day period following the execution date of the definite agreement. So what does that mean? That means they can go hold themselves out. They can go out and they can go like, yo, who wanna bag me? You know, if this was a dating show, Zanga would be like the hottest person right now. They'd be going out there and be like, yo, who wants to take me up, lock me down? You know, and they already have an offer, right? So they already have a big offer. So for somebody else to come in and bag them, they would have to pay even more than this $9.86 offer that they're already getting at this moment. Singles Inferno? Yo, if this was Singles Inferno, Zanga would be like Gia. You know, this would be like that popular girl Gia. She would be out there getting every single guys right now. So I think this is a huge opportunity. If they get another offer, the other offer is gotta pay them more than $10. You know, and you could be making bank. What is stopping you from making money, Spendo? Let me catch up on the comments, see if I missed anything else, and then probably gonna end the stream here today. Sorry, thank you, I think. It's okay. It's okay, man. Metaverse will eventually come back. It's a long-term investment. Damn. You must have the best luck ever, Kip. That's the way, man. If you believe in something, if you know it has potential to be successful in the future, just hold it. Oof. GG. Then they have like 2 people leave that company already. I should have asked me, Kip. I started loading positions a month ago too. Because I think he probably loaded position probably for the same reason I did it. He probably loaded position on it because he saw that they were hiring blockchain developers. So like if they're hiring blockchain developers, they could make play to earn games and stuff, and a lot of potential to make money from that. So that's probably why. But then again, crypto is at a weird area right now, and crypto could blow up too. So who knows? Like this could be like this is like at the point of like either you're getting at a really good buying opportunity, or you're getting it at the top because crypto could just completely die the next day. Who knows? You know, like we're at such uncertain territory right now. I mean, even looking at Bitcoin, right? I mean, look at all these things that we're drawing here. You know, it looks like we could potentially bounce here, right? We could do this do 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 right at higher highs, or we could do this do 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 and then just die, right? You know, who knows? Who knows, man? Nothing is ever certain. So we never know. Nothing is ever certain. Ah, but that's pretty much it for today, guys. We'll be back here tomorrow, uh, around 4 p.m. I don't think we have any earnings, but we'll talk. We'll look at charts, and we'll see what's going on with the market tomorrow, and see if the market decides that it wants to humble us again or not. For sure, just wait for a recession, and the retailers will run for their life. No, man, they won't run for their life. They won't have a life to live anymore because they're probably all in on the market. GG. Thanks, guys, for stopping by and hang out, and have a good night.